Let's go. You coming to live with Cody?
Let me want to see if I can.
Come to live with Cody?
Here, I'll see.
Look here.
And you have to have 4 AAs. And I believe the ones in here are dead for this. For a calculator, for dead. Intermer.
Yeah. I don't know if these are any good.
No, if they're not, if it doesn't drown, just throw one in. Throw one in.
The one is good.
Yeah, I know this one's good. The Energizer's good, but the Duracells might be junk. You know. Here. Or is that just me?
What?
Oh, the screen. Or is that just me, or is the screen like really dark? Really dark on that thing. Or is that the way it normally is? Because it looks like it's really dark, like kind of from the screen's getting burned out, doesn't it? Or is that just the way it is? That thing kind of looks like it's getting burned out, doesn't it?
Well, I think there's a way you can change the.
No, you can't.
That does right here. It's dark. Just, I think that means dark.
Yes. Dark. No.
Like,
No, it doesn't. Well, maybe if you hit the second thing. You look at it. No. No.
you have to look up
I see right here.
Google.
No, you can't Google that. I don't think you can change the dark brightness on these. You can't change the brightness on these. I don't think you can. Cause I don't see nothing where you can, you know.
There might be a function you can hit, like F1 or something.
No, there's a second key you hit. You know, I know on this calculator, the second key is all these things in like yellow. Is the second key is what the second key hits. I know that, but it's not for that though. But it's not for that. I don't believe. Oh. There.
What's going on, everybody? Oh,
Geez, these graphic calculators must be pretty expensive. Brand new.
I'm over $100, I think.
Are they? I mean, I know people buy them because of school. That's why I figured, like, in classes, kids would have them, like high school and college, The kids would be cheap not cheap, but people that would just use them for school, which most people won't do, huh? I know that. Are schools buying them and stuff? Uh-huh. Now, if you're talking about stuff that you want me to sell, this, if this one's selling weak, something is up with this, right?
Also, got games.
What games? What games?
The big boxes.
No, why? That's not gonna sell right away, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Those are vintage, and most people do. They go down to like their Walmart and you go down to Walmart or Target or something. You buy like a cheap little $10 game. That same game for like $10 brand new. Don't they though? People do.
Why are you buying this?
What do you say?
Why are you buying it if it doesn't sell?
You don't get it, do you? You don't get it, do you? It's a special. You don't get it, do you? People buy the stuff. It's just that. I gotta go.
Hello.
Got the day off?
Every day's a day off when you're retired.
You retired? You don't look old enough to be retired. Where'd you retire from?
Equal Lab, I worked in the Twin Cities.
Oh,
So I didn't need the 50-mile commute at one way each day.
you know Ron Sager?
No.
He used to work. He used to be go to restaurants and fix dishwashers.
Yep.
Um,
Different division than I work in.
oh, what'd you do with this?
I did bait soap. We have a plant there.
Got a plant right there. Huh?
Vegan.
So the worst of the worst, head gasket, it bent though. They pushed the belt guide out. If you take the air cleaner cover off, and there's two flaps there with like a screw or a 5/16. That's a clean out flap. So you can open them up, and they won't come off. The plastic piece won't come off. It'll bend up, and the screw stays in there. So take that out because you had a mouth nest in there, and they packed in insulation. What happens is the heat, it can't breathe, and the fan can go around. All that heat stays in there, and after a while, the exhaust valve it just works on that valve guide, and it pushes it out until that happens.
I know the manual said I should do that every year, and that's my fault.
That's the worst thing. I do like 5, 6, 7 jobs
Like what?
like that a year.
Probably yeah.
And it's not nothing. It's because like the manufacturers have to have the heat, everything closed, and just like your lawnmowers with the side shields on them now. That was mandated back in the 70s for like noise pollution. So, and the mice just love, and then they'll chew on the spark plug wire too. Yours wasn't, it had one little nick on it, but it's not.
I got that mice get in my tractor and chew the ignition oil.
They right hell with everything.
I poison them. That seems to keep it.
That, this stuff works really well. You can buy it at Free Farm. It's Fresh Cab, they call it. And I think it's about $12 for 3 of these. And I have an old car at grandma's house. It's right next to a field.
No, it's like it's like a gravel shed.
Yeah, and no mice get in there. I put 8 of these in the car, and I take the old ones from last year and put them in the trunk. And then what I've been doing the last 3 years is I take mothballs, I go around the outside of the car and pour mothballs. And the mothballs come in a satchel now, like this, and so you can easily take them. I throw them under the car, and so I haven't had a moth in 3 years.
Mothballs haven't helped me any, but yeah, I get my cabin filter always gets chewed up by the moths.
Yeah, it's and the squirrels they get everywhere too. I got red squirrels here, and there's black walnut tree, and they love to pack that stuff in cars. My old truck sitting out here. I bet you I took out a 5-gallon pail.
I shot 50 red squirrels one year. They were getting into my attic.
Yeah.
And so finally I followed where they were getting in, and so I built a trapdoor. The trapdoor didn't keep them out because they were able to get in there, but at least if it were open, I know that there were more of them inside the attic.
Yeah.
So I ended up shooting 50 of them before they finally...
I didn't really care about them. We had that cat that you probably seen, and they were getting into stuff. So I bought a trap. I got it set up right now. But last year I trapped 2 of them, and then I got a pellet gun here, and I shot them in the trap. I got rid of them, and then I didn't see any all winter. I didn't see any tracks or nothing. And then yesterday we had the door open, and I was talking on the phone, and there's another red squirrel.
They come back. So I've shot 2 this spring now. So.
Yeah.
No, they're cute, but not when they get in your attic. So
over here we had a dryer. This building used to have a dryer in the basement, and the dryer vent's got the grating over it, and it's rotten now. The dryer probably has been used in 20 years, and I knew it when I painted the building. I knew it was, so I bought some And I seen this little red squirrel, he came up and he was just yelling at me. And he ran around the building, and I thought, whatever. He went through the dryer vent and came out, and then all of a sudden I was walking and he popped up. Above the doorway. And he came running on the heat vent. And so I blocked that off last year. The new vents that I bought to replace them were the wrong ones. So I put a piece of tin over it, silicone it so they can't get in there.
I talked to you about my New Holland tractor when I brought my
Oh, yeah.
lawnmower here. I don't know if you remember that. But New Holland wasn't going to fix it because it said it had a hole in the engine. They wanted to put in a brand new California compliance engine. So is that something you think that you could weld? You could fix the engine if there was a hole in that, or is that not something you can do?
I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it.
Alright. Thought I'd ask. I haven't run it now for
Do you think there's
10 years, so
is there a hole in the block for sure?
I don't know. That's what they told me.
Oh.
So it leaks oil. So.
What
And then the transmission is bad. That's why I brought it in the first place.
what kind of engine's in there?
Say 30 horse, and can't remember the brand. I'm thinking Kohler, but I'm not sure.
Oh, it's diesel, right?
Yeah, it is diesel.
So it must be a Kubota.
That could be it. Yeah,
Oh.
that sounds familiar.
You could probably buy a new engine. How much did they quote you for a new engine?
This was 10 years ago, and I said $6,000.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Did you take it anywhere else besides the dealer?
I haven't run it for 10 years now. It's sitting in my barn.
Oh.
That's what it is. Yeah, if I win the lottery, trade it in and buy a new one.
Yeah. So it's 351. There's that guy in Elmwood. When you come into Elmwood, I don't know the name of him, but it's right there. He does tractor repair.
Yeah, and like stop and there's the one.
Yeah, just before you get to Sailor's Meat Market there. I think he's a younger kid. I know the guy that's by Vito in the Valley, he's an older guy. I think he retired.
Yeah, I don't know where that one is.
It's on that back way.
20 seconds ago.
Go second. I got a brand new 18 horse 3-cylinder Kubota sitting down there. I don't know what I was going to sell it.
I got the 30 horse John Deere utility tractor, but if I could get the other one fixed halfway reasonable, it'd be nice to have two, then I don't have to take an implements off, on and off each day.
Yeah.
Now it's just sitting in the garage.
You got a little bit of land then?
I live on a farm,
How many acres?
229.
Oh,
I don't farm, but I live there.
you just rent out
I probably mow 2 acres so
with the tractor?
with that John Deere. So.
Oh,
Yeah, mowing the grass takes 2-3 hours a week.
yeah, I know. My mother-in-law lives in Baldwin, and she's got 5 acres, and about three of it's mowable, but with the house, the garage, and the shed, so probably about 2.5 acres. One side is not so bad. The backyard or the side yard is full of old 100-year-old oak trees, and it's a mess. It's just a mess. And then there's between the oak trees and the black walnuts, it's just a mess. And the yard's not that great as far as like smooth, you know. But my father-in-law had a John Deere 140 lawnmower, and that's what he bought brand new in 1968 when he bought the house. That's what was been mowing that yard ever since. And then when he died, I took over the mowing, and I got a little tiny John Deere, and my son was riding that 36-inch cut. So between the two mowers, we could get done a little faster. And then I bought a 345 John Deere with a 60-some inch cut. and the foot control. And then that cut down the time a lot. And between the John Deere 140 and that 345, me and him could mow the whole yard in 45 minutes. And then my buddy bought one with a bagger, and you could leave a bagger, and a John Deere bagger, that your price went out. The Power Flow unit, $600. I bought the whole bagger and the bags and Power Flow for $600. So I saved about $400 and some dollars. So we pick up leaves in the fall for oak trees. Otherwise, we were using a sweeper before. You might as well waste, a sweeper you'd work drive 10 feet and the thing fall, The only problem with the bagger is my sister-in-law's been mowing for the most because with COVID and stuff, she was kind of working from home, so she could, and she's an executive for 3 months, so she can mow, she can leave whenever she wants, work. So she was mowing, and she doesn't look there's a little window in the bagger. She doesn't look in and it burns the belts up.
When she burnt the belt, yeah.
Yeah, and then that's okay. So,
I got a sweeper. I pick up grass clippings for the garden, so stack them around the tomatoes and stuff. And keeps the weed out, so
yeah.
I drive that around with my ATV.
Oh,
So I learned that, if I'm driving 20 miles an hour, that doesn't do the bearings on that sweeper very
no,
much good.
yeah. Yeah.
I go about 5 or 6 miles an hour. They seem to hold up that.
I had a sweeper, we got a sweeper, Craftsman sweeper, I think it's at Grandma's house. We had one from Fleet Farm, I don't remember the brand. And I had a dethatcher with it. And we live in town, so we didn't use it that much, and it was good to use in town, but out in the country, man.
You used it, and it was like 2 acres, and that burns it up.
At Grandma's house. My father had a Brindley sweeper from John Deere, and they're a nice sweeper, but 30 years old with fabric and stuff goes to hell on them. But yeah, and it doesn't. If you live there like you, it's not so bad because you can go mow for a couple hours.
Yeah.
But for us, I drive 17 miles. I got to get mowed in one day. And my father-in-law, he could come home from work and mow for a half hour, 45 minutes.
And then he was retired, yeah.
He was retired, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I usually don't do it all in one shot. I just do it when I feel like it. So that's
My father-in-law, he would go mow for like 45 minutes, come back, sit in the garage, he had a kitchen table up with a radio and a refrigerator, so he'd sit and have a beer and listen to the Brewer game. Then he'd go out and mow a little bit, and then come back into the nap. Wait till it got dusk out, and then he'd go mow for a little bit. And then he'd get all done mowing, and then 2 days later he'd start all over for the parts that he started, 4 or 5 days ago. So he was always running that tractor. I don't like mowing that much.
Alright, this is mine.
That's yours. So yeah, I'll show you that. Clean-up.
Ben.